Hey everybody, it's your girl Shay Da B.A.E, and I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you here because there's so many channels you can be looking at right now, but you're taking the time to chill with your girl, and you know what? I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I hope you enjoy what you see today. If you like what you see today, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm doing a remix upon the replay of the hairstyle that I did about almost 4 weeks ago, really 4 weeks ago. And I said I was going to do an update video because I when I was taping it, it stopped while I was taping it, and I hit the red button. I noticed it stopped and I hit the red button, but for some strange reason when I got ready to edit it later on, it was just moving so fast, and I tried to slow it down on the editor as much as I could, but it still was moving real fast, and really you couldn't see what I was doing. So I did this one again so that way that you guys can see what I'm doing. As you can see, I already done put the cap method on. If you want to know how to do this, it's a bunch of YouTubers on here, other hairstylists, that show you the cap method, and basically this method helps protect the hair while you apply the glue. Okay, and when my client was amazed because she washed hers out herself, and she just said, I was just washing my hair and it just slid out. So it's very great at blocking the client's hair from the glue, and that's what we want because we want to promote healthy hair. And a lot of our clients done already been through enough. So as you can see, I don't know if the bonding police is here. Listen guys, the bonding glue police, listen, hey, let me tell y'all something. I've been doing hair for a very long time, and I've worked in this industry a very long time, and let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how you bond this hair. It's your creation. However you see the vision. I done seen so many people bond hair so many different ways. So you do what you feel is best for your customer hair. It's no blueprint. You can bond this hair however you want to bond it. This bonding session I'm having right now, as you can see, she had leave out this time. I saw some. I know y'all saw that pump it up. Yes ma'am, I'm a 90s hairstylist. I ain't gonna ever let pump it up go because it's been so good to me. Let me tell y'all something for y'all new hairstylists that don't know no better. If you in a shop where they got flies and little insects flying around, let me tell you something. They up there singing, I believe I can fly. You mess around and spray one or two pumps of that pump it up and tell me if them things don't fall and go on a highway to hell. I'm telling you. Test it now. Test it and see. I'm trying to tell you, all these animal rights people, please don't come for me by these flies. It's too much of them as it is. Anyway, that's enough for the games. But anyway, yeah, as you see, I was bonding the tracks backwards from the way I was bonding it earlier, and that's because when I flip it over, I wanted to give it the appearance that the hair is coming out of her scalp, because her hair is pretty thin. She's actually this beautiful lady. She's been a victim of traction alopecia, and that's from years and years of her having braids from the braid shops. So so she's trying to get her hair, she's trying to have as much hair as she possibly can, and we're gonna try to work on her to get to that point, but she's an awesome lady, awesome client. And so basically I folded that hair, and I kept flipping it over so that I can see the weight and how much it'll cover, so it won't be a gap or space. And once I got comfortable with the weight of the hair, when you bond it backwards, it gives you like a lift for the fold over. It also gives you a lift, and it gives you the coverage. So as you see, I came back here, and this blade I'm using is called a feather blade, and it's a razor. It's a razor, but it gives you a more feathered effect. If you're new to cutting hair, I would suggest, now listen to me, I'm trying to tell you now, especially if you never used this blade before. This blade is very sharp, and I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to try this blade, please find you a client that have thick hair. Practice on them first. Okay, don't use this on somebody with even medium thin hair. Don't even try it. Find that person with thick hair that won't have nothing to lose. Okay, you can mess up on them and they won't even know you done messed up. Anytime you got a haircut or you got something to try, find your thick hair clients and try it on them. Because see, you mess around and do this on a client that have thin hair, you're going to have some gaps and you're going to be like, Shay done messed me up, done told me I could use this blade, and now my client mad with me and trying to take me to Judge Mathis or something. But anyway, I'm trying, what I'm doing now, I done got my clipper. I got a number 2 guard. Like I said, her hair is density is very fine from the traction alopecia, but she has very coarse strands. So I'm just taking some of the thickness out, and I'm not, mind you, I'm not touching her sides. You know, even though a part of me just always wants to touch the sides, I know my main mission is to try to cover up as much of those gaps as I can. So all I do for the sides mostly is just keep the perimeter trim and allow that hair to grow as thick as possible, so that I can give this client the most coverage that she can have on her sides. Okay, so because you don't have to follow everything by the book all the time. It's called an illusion. We are illusion makers. Okay, if you're a stylist, we create an illusion for people to see. You know, it doesn't look at always what they think it is. Okay, and and we as stylists know the truth, what's going on, but nobody else has to. Nobody has to know. Anyway, I got my T outliners again, and I love Candace T outliners. You know, you can use any outliners. I've just been using them for a long time, and that's my go-to when I'm outlining. I like the little tip on the end because it helps me hit like little hard to reach edges that I normally wouldn't be able to reach. And when I'm cutting, guys, I always try to encourage people when they start to cut this. If you're a new cutter, because I know a lot of people who already know it all and, you know, been in the industry a long time, and, you know, they know how to cut. They're not going to listen to what I have to say because they know it all. Okay. You know, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So when I say that not to be disrespectful, I say that because a lot of us older stylists, we don't want to learn anything new. We think we know it all and we can't learn from somebody. And when you do that, that's when you stop your growth. So you don't want to do that. You want to be open to learn from anybody. I've learned so much from everybody, and I don't close myself off, because it's always a new way to do something that you've been doing, just, you know, so it's always a new way. And I like to learn new ways, because sometimes you have to use those ways. You never know where this hair game this hair gonna take you, because it's been times where I done had to use some of the methods I learned from people for a customer, and they're like, wow, I didn't even think of that. So always be open to learn new stuff. So as you see, I got my shears, and I'm just neatening in the perimeter. I'm cutting any strays or flyaways or anything that, you know, not giving me my precision. And I'm coming back with the blade again, just softening the back, taking out different weight areas, because I wanted to have a nice smooth, like a nice light fade, smooth finish. And then I'm just kind of giving her a rounded shape in the back of her nape. Just take your time. Just take your time, and your clients appreciate it, especially your clients. Once you master, learn, and everybody's not a candidate for this razor now, guys. I want to tell you that too. Everybody's not a candidate. So that's what when I say right now I'm using a little alcohol. Make sure you use some alcohol, guys. Use some witch hazel. Use something. Clean your client's neckline and stuff after you use any kind of razor or tool like that. You know, just to protect them. Okay, because you know you don't want to just, even if it sting a little bit, just they and a lot of clients appreciate that. They appreciate that you care enough. Okay, so what I'm doing is I know how short I want her hair to be, so I'm just cutting any hair that I don't need. I don't need to be trying to cut that little hair. I don't want it. So just take it off now. You don't even, it ain't even in the game, you know. You're not invited to the party. You're not invited to the party. Okay, so now I got the length I want. So now I'm just going to use my feather blade, and I'm just going to start beginning to cut the hair. And when I'm doing this, I'm doing a lot of different methods. I'm trying to cut, and I'm texturizing. I'm taking out weight. I'm doing a variety of things to get this look that I'm trying to get. And I'm from the 90s area of hair. I started doing hair. I was a kid though. I was really young. I wasn't even a teenager. Well, I was barely a teenager doing hair, and I was still in my teens in the 2000s, early 2000s, and that's when I was able to get into the salons. And so I learned a lot. You know, I learned a lot from different hairstylists, and you know, I was just like a sponge. I would just sit there and I would watch and look and watch and learn, and luckily it was people that was willing to teach. And that's why I don't mind to do what I'm doing. I did this in the salon so long that I've always been willing to teach. So I figured, you know, let me try to help somebody on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. Sorry, on YouTube, because I know a lot of times people do methods and you don't even know why they're doing them. They're just doing them, and you just be trying to figure out, well, why do you do that? Or, you know, you might have questions and stuff. Sometimes they don't even answer it. They just be like, do it like this and this like this and da la 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 la. But you know, it's always a method to the madness, you know, and sometimes they might not even know how to explain it. So, you know, it's good to learn. So what I'm doing now is I'm customizing this look, and I just want to, you know, encourage stylists. You know, your clients is your muse, and you want to make sure you give them a customized look. You know, make sure it's, and when I say customized, I mean you're shaping the hair. You're molding this hair to fit their features. As you notice, I don't know if you pay any attention, and I'm sorry for the ones that see that little thing on my arm. Y'all see that little piece of I'm OCD, so it's bothering me now that I'm doing my editing. I done messed around and got a little piece of glue on my arm. So for y'all that's probably wondering what that is, that's some bond that glue done got on my arm, and I don't even know. I'm just cutting away. So just y'all just try not to focus on that. I know it's bothering because it's bothering me. But anyway, yeah, if you notice, I'm turning my client around a lot because I like to look at her face. I like to see her face. I like to see what I'm doing. You know, a lot of stylists just stand right behind their customers and they don't turn them around. And a lot of that is social insecurity. You know, insecurity because you like to stand behind them because you don't want them looking at you. You know, and you might not be as confident to have them turn around or whatever. You feel more confident with just completely standing behind them. But you have to not be scared of your customers. If they sitting in your chair, they trust you. Okay? And if they don't trust you, they need to get out your chair. You don't want nobody in your chair that don't trust you. Okay? And begin to turn them around and look at them. Okay? And see what works for them, because a lot of times, you know, when they get up, they don't like their hairstyle because it's not fit to their face. And you know, you done gave them a hairstyle. You done cut their hair too short. They needed a heavier bang, or they need a bang, and you didn't even know how high because you so busy trying to stand behind them. You know. And try to, when you begin to talk to your clients, and I hope all of you guys are doing consultations with your clients. Talk to your clients and see what they would want, or how do they want their hair, because they do matter. I know a lot of y'all be like, I ain't asking them nothing, but I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I get it. And half of y'all still gonna do what we gonna do what we want to do, guys. But at least make them feel like they involved. They like that. They like to know that they said something to you, that you listen to, because at the end of the day, they got to wear their hair. They got to wear, and they know how they want it. And some of them just like when you do different stuff, but still consider them. Consider them. They say, I don't really like hair in my face, or I don't really like this, or whatever. And you want to give them a bang, and they need a bang. Just look through some books, before they get there, and find some pictures of some books, and just come and say, girl, I got something for you, honey. And she was like, what? Girl, I found some pictures. I want to try this big bang on you, and you gonna rock it just like Tyra Banks. But don't say Tyra Banks, because she might think you trying to talk about her forehead. No point intended. Tyra Banks is beautiful. Her forehead, I think that's the reason why she's such a top model, because it's beautiful. I love the. I could go on and on about that, but I'm not. This is not the time for that. Not the time or place. Anyway, don't say that. Just say, girl, I got some bang. I think you would look hot in some bangs, and look through some pictures, and just compliment her, and show her some pictures so she can get confident about what you trying to present to her. Now I'm up here. I'm trying to do her an illusion. So I'm using the Ghost Bond lace front glue. I like this better than the gold bond glue that I used to use back in the day. I use this like it's Elmer's glue. And I cut a little bit of the hair, and I lay it on top of that glue. And I want to tell you guys, when you do this, please make sure you use a cool dryer. Set your dryer on cool so that it will get tacky and stick. If you use a heat dryer, it's not going to work. It's going to melt, continue to melt. Just like when you do your eyelashes, you want to use a cool dryer so that your eyelashes can adhere. And I'm doing several layers of this, so if it does shed a little bit or whatever, she won't have any gaps. So I'm doing several layers of it. And just take your time, and customize. Look at your client, and look at her hair, and take your time. And you see she looking too. She want to know, what is she doing? What is Shay doing? What she got? Your clients be looking at you. You be turning around and stuff. You don't even know what they be doing. They be looking at you. That's why you have to be on your job, because you could be dropping combs all on the floor. They saw you when you dropped that comb and picked it up and put it back in their hair. In the COVID-19 out, and they like, my stylist sat there and put that comb back in my hair, knowing we got COVID-19. They be watching. You got clients that look at you. You sitting up there picking your nose and on the phone, and y'all just be doing all kind of stuff, smoking weed, and just stop it. Y'all professionals, stop it. Now I'm in my home. I know somebody saying, I know you ain't trying to talk about being professional. You got on that summer dress with all your bosom out. You know what? You right about that. And you know what happened? What happened was, I'm in my house, and to be honest, guys, it was so hot in there. I don't know what happened. And if you notice, her cape is turned around, because she was like, Shay, I can't take it. It's hot in here. Luckily, she ain't going through the change or nothing, because she wasn't sweating or nothing, but it was hot in there. So yeah, I had to go on and let the girls out. But I'm back on y'all now. I'm not in the shop, I'm back on y'all. Y'all be sitting in the shop. Yeah, y'all be sitting in the shop and eating McDonald's and fries and Chick-fil-A, and client get home and she done found a nugget in her hair, and You know, she got fries in there, and you know, come on, guys, we got to do better. You know, we got to do better. I'm calling us out. I'm calling us out. You know, I'm calling myself out. You know, because if I'm gonna still be in this industry, I still have to have a degree of professionalism. Okay, you know, you always want to be professional when you're working with these customers, and yeah. But I'm just messing with you guys. But yeah, but I'm not. I'm serious. I'm serious, you know, because I'm telling you from experience that they will tell other customers about you. They will tell other customers how professional you are. They will tell other customers how your work ethics. And if that customer looking for that, they definitely will sit in your chair. And that's when the tipping comes in, because they know you took the extra time out to use a different comb, or you know, they know you took the extra time to put a little alcohol around their edges, and you know, and you know, whatever else you do, you know. So I'm using a little more of the Ghost Bond glue, and I'm doing an illusion. So that way I can give her a more customized and softer look in the front of her hair. I just kind of wanted to give her a little more height. I didn't want it to be just directly in her face. And like I said, I like the Ghost Bond glue because it's not as it gets tacky enough, and as long as I use it on a cool dryer, it stays. It gets tacky enough. And when you do those layers, that helps a lot. So when it does, you know, it helps a lot. It helps keep, and I'm just kind of combing it a little bit, because, you know, all the hairs don't stick. So that way I'm getting the hair that didn't stick out. So that way, you know, the client don't be at home and the hair just falling out. Okay. You know, because you know how they are. Yeah, you know how they are. They'll be like, Shay, I went to church and I was shouting, praising God, and all of a sudden I was dancing and my hair fell to the ground. I picked it up and put it in my purse. So here you go. you know how they be going on. But anyway, you know, and I was just talking about, you know, old things and new things, you know. This generation, that's why I say it's so different now. This generation, I just use that yellow can. For old school hairstylists that's checking out this page, that's called Got To Be, and that's this generation's Pump It Up. That can get hard, baby. I'm trying to tell you, it get hard. Okay, it's gonna freeze. That's a good freezing hairstyling spray. It gets very stiff. So, you know, they have a Pump It Up. It's just a different kind of Pump It Up. And it works good with this hair that they use now, because, you know, 90s hairstylists, y'all know how we had it. We had it good. We used to get hair for $5.99. You know, that hair used to last forever. Shoot, you know, that's why I don't do too much to this hair, because it ain't nothing but string. You know, if you got a wig at home and it's done got matted, just take that wig and put it in some downy fabric. Okay, take it out. It works better than the conditioner. Then it'll smell better, and I guarantee you that wig will be more manageable, because it ain't nothing but string. They don't use as much hair as they used to use back in the day. Back in the day, come on, 90s hairstylists, y'all know how we used to roll. We get that hair for $10.99 a pack, or $5.99 a pack. A 10-inch was $10.99. A 12-inch was $12.99. A 20-inch was $20.99. I'm talking about, we used to have that hair long, and 20-inch $20.99. It was like $20 per inch. And y'all know how we used to roll. We used to have that hair forever. I'm talking about forever. We done did 2 or 3 pin-ups with it, and put it in the microwave. We done put some curls in it. So, you know, this hair now, you can only use it that one time, and it's no good. So, but as you see, I'm using some Sebastian right there. I use my straightening comb. I'm not going to ever stop using my straightening comb. I'm a 90s hairstylist. You see I got the Marcells in the back. You know, even though her hair texture is, she's just fine. I mean, her density is fine. Her hair is very coarse. So I needed to put that heat on there to kind of help blend in the look. Okay. Forever keep my straightening comb. I used to have my grandmother's straightening comb, but somebody stole it. One of the elderly women, she ain't elderly, but one of the women that worked with me, she was in her like 60s. She knew exactly what it was, and she took my comb. I had two of her. She took it. It left when she left. That's the only thing when you work in salons, you know, back in the day, you know, if somebody left, you need to put all your valuables up, if depending on what kind of salon you was in, because if they left, all of a sudden your stuff suddenly left too. But anyway, I hope she's doing well with my grandmama comb. You know, all I can hope is that she's taking care of it and pass it on to her grandbaby, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, if you out there listening, and you know who you are, please find a way to contact me. You could leave your name. I hope the Lord touch your heart, and you leave your name down there, and give me my grandmama comb back. I'm telling you, cause I want my grandma comb. Okay, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. You know, having flashbacks and stuff. I told y'all I've been in this thing a long time, and as you can see, I lost one of my illusions. Like I told you, it's just an illusion. Okay, so I gotta put it back. And I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go on and touch it up, because I don't want her to be shouting in church and the illusion comes out. You know, I don't want her to pick it up off the floor and put it in her purse. I don't want that for her. You know, the clients don't forget that kind of stuff. They, you know, that's kind of embarrassing. So, you know, you don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go on and just make sure she tight and right. Make sure, and that gotta be, that help freeze stuff in place. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go on and just kind of layer that back up for her. But yeah, it's so much to learn in hair in this industry. You know, I just really am grateful for the opportunity God gave me to get into hair. I've met so many awesome people and done so many amazing things, and hair is a healing thing for me. You know, being able to converse with customers, talk to them, listen to their stories. You know, customers be having some stories. I'm trying to tell you, you know, because we are former counselors to our customers. You know, they be coming in there, you know, talking to us, you know, and you learn so much from them. You learn some things that you didn't know, and some things you wish you ain't never heard to know. You know, because I mean, doing hair, you getting close to your customer. You doing hair, doing scalp massages and stuff, and they get all relaxed and stuff, and then they be sitting there telling you, you know, Shay, you know, this, you know, I was just thinking about you, just so sweet. I was just thinking about in 1982, me and my husband, we got in a fight, and I shot him and killed him. But you know what? God is good. But what you shot and killed him for? You know, you at this point you nervous. You know, what is going on? You know, because you don't want to make them mad. You got to hurry up and get them out. You got to get them out the chair, baby. Okay, let me get back on the most tough topic. What I'm doing now, because somebody probably, what is Shay doing? Okay, yes, right there I'm using some temporary color spray, and I'm using the end of my tail comb, my rat tail comb, to keep a line so that I can have a more defined part. And I needed a dark brown spray, and I didn't have a dark brown spray. I just said, well, let me use the lace front spray I got, and I mixed it with the black spray I had, and it ended up working out. And what I did was I sprayed some Sebastian hairspray, because guys, let me tell you something, you don't want to just spray that color spray without spraying a little dry hairspray. It don't have to be Sebastian, but make sure it's a dry hairspray. and make sure it's not a wet, soggy hairspray. And then once you spray, just put a little dryer on it, and it shouldn't rub off. And you know, you see, I'm trying to clean my customer up. You know, I don't want everybody to know that, you know, I put spray all on her. Some of y'all just let y'all customers get out of the chair. They look like they done got hit in the head because the red color running down on the side of their face, and you got stuff running down their neck. Just take a little pride in your customers. Your customers notice stuff like that. Just go on and get you a little rag or something. Put a little, dampen it a little bit. Put a little alcohol. It don't take nothing to wipe. Just show you care. You know, don't let them get out of the chair and they got dye and all kind of junk running down their face and eye. You know, just take your time and take care of them. But anyway, still using my feather blade, and I'm just using different techniques to frame her face. Still taking a little length off, still taking a little weight off, because I want it to look as natural as possible. That's my goal. I'm from the generation where we like it to look like it's your hair. So I'm going through the back, I'm texturizing it, taking out some weight, and I'm just doing different variations with the razor, so that way it can give me that effect that I'm looking for, because I want it to be more natural. I don't want it to look like a wig. See, back in the day, we wanted it to look like a wig. I mean, we didn't want it to look like a wig. We like to look at it like it's natural. So I'm still a 90s hairstyle. I mean, the lace fronts, you know, they're not nothing new. They had lace fronts back then. It's more popular now, and the agents mass produced it. The agent stores mass produced it so that, you know, we can have it. And it has evolved to giving clients a more natural look as well. So, but anyway, as you saw, I molded the hair down a little bit, and I put a cap, and I used a dryer to kind of dry it, like, because I'm trying to set the hair in place. And I used a little more spray, and yeah, I'm just kind of right now I'm customizing it. I'm going through it. I'm trying to make sure that, you know, she doesn't have any flyaways or any hair that's going to be getting in her face and on her nerves. And just, it might not look like I'm cutting anything, guys, but I'm cutting. There's something falling, you know. But that's what you want to do. You just want to cut it. And I'm keeping it kind of curly, letting it stay natural as possible, so that way when she goes home, because she likes to kind of play in her hair a little bit, and I know that I will make that hair straight. So using heat, so, you know, let them play with their hair, because then they'll tell you, sometimes they'll say, well, put a little curl in it for me. And then when you know how this hair is now, you mess around and put a curl in it and stuff and curl it, then they tell you it's just too straight. After the curls drop, it's straight. So I want to make sure she have her natural curl. I'm gonna let her curl it, so when she go home, she don't say it was too straight or something I did. You know, that's, I try to let it, you know, I try to, you know, let them, they want to do it too. Some of them like to play in their hair when they get home, you know, because some of them are hairstylists, you know, they just don't got a license, but they be doing their own thing at home, and I don't get offended no more. I used to get mad. You touched your hair? You did this? That's their hair? How you gonna get mad? Sometimes they give you some ideas, you know. But anyway, I thank y'all so much for spending time with me today. I hope that this video helped you in any way. I just really hope you enjoyed it. And remember, if you liked everything you've seen today, or just some of it, just remember to hit the like button, or just, you know, be kind enough to like, comment, or subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. Y'all been such a blessing, and I just thank you guys for even tuning back in to check out my video. And I hope you liked it. You know, we did most of the haircut with a feather razor, and I hope you learned something from it, and maybe, you know, try it on your customers. I'm gonna try to put out more hair videos, so guys, but thank you so much. You've just been such a blessing. I really do hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you know, you get a chance to do it. And also, it's awesome. Thank God for my customer. She sent me a selfie. Ain't client so sweet? She's so beautiful. Sending a client selfie. Look at my baby. She's so pretty. And that's what I'm talking about. It's good to have clients that love your work and they go and they wear their hair and they publicize. It's just awesome. So take care of your clients, guys. Love on them because they loving you. And I thank you for your time and thank you for watching. God bless you guys and have a great day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.